Hi everyone. Today we are going to extend our knowledge of solving equations using the distributive property to simplify expressions first. Let's review the distributive property before we start using it to solve equations. The distributive property allows us to multiply over a set of parentheses. So if something is added or subtracted, if two terms are added or subtracted and are being multiplied by the same number, we can multiply first. Alright, so there are two different ways to look at this. The area model. The area model looks at length times width of rectangles. So this red rectangle, the length and the width, 4 times x is 4x. And this rectangle, the length and the width, 4 times 2 is 8. So the area of the whole rectangle is 4x plus 8. The algebraic model just uses the terms themselves. So 4 times x plus 2. So this is the length and this is the width. And we can multiply over the parentheses. This is a sum being multiplied by the same number. So we can multiply first. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 2 is 8. We get the same expression, just in a different way. So another example, this rectangle, length, width, 5 times 2x is 10x. This rectangle, 5 times 1 is 5, so the whole expression is 10x plus 5. If we wrote it algebraically, we would have our length times the width. So here's 5, here is 2x plus 1, that's our width, and we can multiply over the parentheses. 5 times 2x is 10x. 5 times 1 is 5. So let's practice with some examples. Here's our sum. We are going to multiply first. This whole thing, both of these terms are being multiplied by 3, so we can do the multiplication first. 3 times x, 3x. 3 times 5 is 15. The most common mistake is forgetting to multiply that second term. Here we have our sum multiplied by 5. So you can do 5 times 6 to get 30, and then 5 times x to get 5x. Here we have our sum multiplied by 10. So 10 times x is 10x. 10 times y is 10y. Okay, a few more examples, but this time with subtraction. Here is our difference, and if a difference is being multiplied by the same number, in this case 10, you can multiply first. So 10 times 5 is 50. 10 times x is 10x, but this time we have that subtraction sign. So we're going to have a subtraction sign in our problem. Here is our difference, y minus 10. It's being multiplied by 4, so that means there's 4 y minus 10s. So an easy way to simplify this is 4 times y is 4y, and if there are 4 10s, that would be 40. This is a difference, so the simplified version is going to be a difference as well. And this tells us that there's 2 x minus 1s, so we can simplify it by multiplying first. If there's 2 x minus 1s, there would be 2x. 2 times x, 2x, and there would be 2 1s. 2 times 1 is 2. This is a subtraction, so this is going to be a subtraction. Alright, let's put the distributive property to work to help us solve these equations. There are a couple different ways to do this. I'm going to show you simplifying first. We can simplify this expression using the distributive property. So it's a sum being multiplied by 3, so we can multiply over the parentheses. So 3 times x is 3x, 3 times 4 is 12. Now it's exactly like what we were working with yesterday, this two-step equation. We're going to separate the sides. Here's my variable. We are adding 12 to it and multiplying by 3. We are going to get rid of this plus 12 first. Subtraction undoes addition, so it's plus 12, so we're going to subtract 12. The cancel out, so we have 3x on this side. 36 minus 12 is 24. It's multiplied, so we have to get rid of it by dividing. Divide by 3, divide by 3, x equals 8. And we still check it by plugging in what we think the variable is for the variable and seeing if it works. Order of operations tells us we have to do the parentheses first. So 8 plus 4 is 12, times 3 is 36. That checks out. So this is our answer. Let's try the second example. Here's a difference being multiplied by 5, so we're going to multiply over the parentheses. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 2 is 10. So we simplified, and now we can start solving. So it says minus 10, so we're going to add 10 to both sides. 10's cancel out, so we have 5x equals 50. The x is being multiplied by 5, so we have to divide by 5 to get rid of it, to leave the variable on a side by itself. The cancel out, so x equals 50 divided by 5, which is 10. And let's check our work. 5 times 10 minus 2 equals 40. Order of operations, we have to do this first. 10 minus 2 is 8, times 5 is 40. That checks out, so this is our answer.